So it's going to be another good day of building. We're going to take these Injora swamp claws and we're going to put in the super soft inserts into them. That way we don't have so much slop on the side. We're also going to be putting together this Injora buggy cage. So let's get to that. If you want this truck, subscribe to win it. Once we hit 10,000, I'm going to pick one lucky winner to receive this vehicle. After that, we're going to continue to give away vehicles and more products. So please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and we'll get to the fun.
Oh yeah.
What I like best about these Injora bags is that they are resealable. So they have a Ziploc seal on them. So that allows you for resealing the bag, obviously. And we got some things in there, stickers, obviously. But these tires, they feel really, really super sticky and really, really, really nice. So we got our hardware there, and you can see that they are just stuck together. Like, that's ridiculous. It's like tape. So, you know, it's pretty good. So I'm really going to enjoy that. And of course, we got the inserts right here. So we're just going to open these. Just going to put a slit in the top. And I'm going to keep this way I can hang foams or whatever I need to do in there. And it won't be an issue for storing or putting away anywhere. So I did buy these as a wheel and tire combo. Save yourself a little bit of money. The nice thing about these wheels is they are pre-vented, so you don't actually have to put any holes in your tires, which is nice. And they only have six holes there. So that's all you need to do for your bead locking. So this fits on the back, and away you go. It's not like my other truck over here where the bead lock was literally all of these. It was a bit much. So I'm gonna probably do some experimentation here. Sorry. So these ones, this is the foam. As you can see, it's a bit softer than this. So I think what I'm gonna do is on this second. On the second ribbing here, we're going to take out one slot every other slot, I guess, and that should give me a bit better cushioning, I believe. I'm just going to take a look at this and see here, because once you do it, you can't go back. I might leave the rear tire the regular way, but the front ones I'm definitely going to do a little bit softer. Okay, so what we've done here is we've taken a pair of scissors, small pair of scissors, we've stuck it in, and we've cut the slit in the middle. Then we open it up like so, and we use our side cutters to get the ribs off. So here, you can see we've taken that off. We got more softness there. See how more arch? And then here, now we've got a little bit more give. But we're only going to do this every second one, because we don't want to lose too much of the structure. All right, I had put together this one with only cutting out one slot on the secondary ring. I'm finding that it's still fairly firm. So now what I've done is I've cut out the adjacent slots on this ring here. So we're going to have this one and this one. So you can see we're getting a little bit more give on that. So I'm going to finish up cutting the rest on this, and then we're going to put that back in the tire and see what's up. Okay, so this one's got a double cut in it. So we can see that there's a little bit more give. So I'll probably take this one apart again and do a double cut. So we're getting that just enough difference that this is probably going to be a lot better. So in comparison with these other Enjoras that I have on my SEX24, these don't have a foam in them, so you can see that they're quite deflated, but the softness feels quite comparable when squishing them down. So I think this will be a lot better. So I'm going to get a little bit of sliding, but not nearly as bad as I would with this. So, you know, we're getting a lot there as opposed to here. So that should work a lot better. Okay, next we're going to put together the cage. Okay, so we're going to open up our cage here and see what this is all about. Got some double-sided tape, the light bar, hardware, the left and right sides of the cage, the hood, the panels and the hardware, the instruction booklet, and the middle of the cage. So pretty self-explanatory manual here, how to put it together. Now that's our manual. So the one thing that this does not come with is a skid plate. So you will need to use the stock skid plate that you already have. Because I am building a second TRX4 style crawler. It's not an actual Traxxas. It's going to be based off of various different aftermarket products. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this together, and I'll see you back when I'm done here. So this is another thing. These bolts or screws are a 1.3 hex. Also, when you're inserting them, they will strip out very easily. So I'm like talking like super easy, because I'm using a thicker driver. I'm gonna want to just to the point where I'm barely touching it and it's stopping, because these are such a fine thread on these screws. I don't know if we can see that. There's such a fine thread on the screws. You don't want to force it too much, or else you'll end up stripping out the nylon. So we got a couple of differences. It came with two different hoods. So this was the original hood that they branded the buggy with, and this was the second one. Now, the first one requires this cross member right here for mounting it, as we have the mounting holes there. This one, on the other hand, has mounting holes right there that doesn't require that cross member. So in fact, when this goes on, that cross member has to be removed in order to put them in. So you can see right there. The other thing is the stock hood has these holes. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pin these together, and then I'm going to mark out the shock holes, and we're probably going to put those back in, just because I may want to put the shocks up through that piece that's on there right now. We might make it so that it sits lower that way. So I've just marked that out with some red paint pen. This will actually come off if I choose not to do that. If I use isopropanol or rubbing alcohol. Okay, so what we did here is we modified the front shock hoops, and we have flipped them upside down. In order to do that, what I did is I put it together, and then I drilled straight through with 2 bolts, and then cut across the cross member, and then flipped it over and put it in. Then I re-strengthened it with a bit of plastic epoxy, because I had some kicking around that I need to use up. So what that's going to do now is, because I'm putting this on it, I obviously put some holes through it, and now we've got a lowered front end. So we're going to get a little bit more lower on an LCG stance. Not by much, but enough. Alright guys, so we've got the SCX24 here. It's going to be getting new upgrades as well. But to give you a quick idea on what the cage is going to look like somewhat, this isn't going on the SCX24, it's going to be going on the 4M. But this has bigger tires, obviously, because these ones are just a smidgen bigger. Give you a relative idea of what's going on. It's going to be a little bit longer wheelbase, but you can see what I've done with the paint. And we've done a brush, like aluminum look on it. Not full out, just kind of like brushed on. And then I smeared it with my fingers. As you can tell, I get silver all over my hands. I do really like that look. Looks pretty cool. This paint's really good. It's a mirror blacker, or mirror chrome paint. It's really expensive. It dries exceptionally quick, and on a clear black, it goes a mirror-like finish. I had messed up here. This would have been like super shiny, but you can see on the sides there that looks relatively shiny there. Missed a couple spots, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, so that's gonna look pretty awesome. Gonna do a couple more things to that body paint wise, and then I'm gonna call it there. But that's the Spaz Sticks mirror chrome, in case you're wondering. You can brush it on, you can spray it on. If you have an airbrush, works really well. Works exceptionally well on plastics that are really smooth. Like this is, you know, really shiny. But I think that's what we're going to do today, and we're going to call it here, and we're going to post that video up, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, have a good one, guys.
I forgot.